You can taste the excitement here in Indianapolis. It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Glad you could join us today. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. You look at Indiana, scratching out a home win tonight will be absolutely critical for them, trailing 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and the goal is to win tonight. Make it a best-of-3 series. They already know they're going to have to get one on the road, which is going to be tough enough. But if they can get this one, then they've got a shot.
Yeah, they really do. And the task at hand is where their focus has to be. They can't be thinking about down the road, on the road. They've got to take care of business right here. Because anything less than 100% focus and intensity, and they'll be done.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Tony Snell. Then there's Robert Sacre. And it's Love in at the 4. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Ellis goes in. An easy layup after coming off the pitch.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Brown against Ellis. Sacre passes to Brown. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Feeds to Ellis. Pick up by Hill. Ellis kicks to Turner.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Miles Turner at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Turner.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Brown outside. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Now here is Hill. Turner with a screen for Hill. Shot clock at 6. And good on the basket. Book it.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Brown. Irving dishes to Love. He kicks it to Sacre. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
He'll take those all day.
Hill kicks to Ellis. Irving against Hill. Second chance shot, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
George Hill. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Kevin Love. He hits the second from the line. The Cavaliers trailing. Irving with it. Pass to Sacre. There's a good screen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official. Saw the contact and he'll shoot two. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Pacers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Hill passes to Turner. Ellis against Brown. The shot by George, wide open. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now Irving hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The shot from 20 feet away. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Ellis, that's good.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Irving up top. He's guarded by Hill. And Kyrie Irving again. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
As for the mood of the team coming into this crucial game, he said they're loose, but not so loose that they don't know how important this game is to us. He predicted this would be a statement game for them. Let's see what kind of statement they deliver, gentlemen.
And thanks for that story, Doris. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. They set the pick. Kicks it to Sacre. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight, and Cleveland making a change here. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Irving passes to Perry. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Well, looking back at the regular season now at the leaderboard, the highest scoring small forwards. These guys putting up the offense, trying to get their teams to the playoffs. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Now, here is Irving. Now, here's Brown. He dishes it to Tolliver. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Hill. Brown outside. Launches a 3. The shot is off, so Indiana will take it the other way. They come into this one after winning on Tuesday.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
And another miss by Cleveland. Indiana leading by 4. The drive by Ellis. The shot's good on the assist by George. 8 points for Monte Ellis.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's the feed to Tolliver. The pass to Perry. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Turner. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he gets it to go. Oh, 10 points for Ellis.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Some changes for Indiana. Dion Waiters checked in for Ellis. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Hill. Outside Rondo. There's a screen. Dishes to Waiters. Pass to George. Now here's Waiters. He's covered closely. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Dellavedova dishes to Bennett. Pass to Perry. He feeds it to Simmons. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And so it's Indiana with it. Here's Waiters, and he dunks it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And the Pacers with possession here. They set the pick. And George, here we go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Simmons kicks to Dellavedova. The dish to Tolliver. That's a 2 from Babbitt. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Here's Dellavedova. Paul George making his last shot. Dellavedova to pass to Perry. Tipped away. Stolen by Waiters. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. He shoots again. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. And the layup is good. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Feeds it to Simmons. He kicks to Babbitt. Good on the triple. Babbitt's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Cavs.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming onto the court are your Pacers.
The Pacers making a switch here. Young's checked in. Sacre is checked in for Cleveland. Love comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Young outside. Passes it to Turner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 5.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned, pound-the-rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Pacers leading by 3. Turner with the screen for Rondo. Kicks to Waiters. Three-pointer. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now the feed to Dellavedova. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. Rondo can't get it to go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Can't tie it up as that one misses. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Goes up on the high post. And that one hits back iron.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Babbitt kicks to Simmons. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Inside shot. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Young outside, knocked away, and stolen by Love. It's up a 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Dellavedova dishes to Babbitt. Here's Simmons. No good on that last second attempt there. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. And back with the start of the second.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming onto the court are your
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Kevin Love. Also, Robert Sacre out there. Luke Babbitt is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Simmons in at the 2. Babbitt, good. Indiana trailing here. Hill passes to Turner. To the paint. Here's Bender, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive moves, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Love, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And Indiana shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Hill kicks to Ellis. Kept alive by Indiana. On the wing, George. And he jams it right over Kevin Love. Wow!
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And both free throws good for Dellavedova. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside, George. Inside, and stolen by Love. Tipped away. Here's Snell, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Turner's got 6.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Brown kicks to Love. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
George, no good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Now here is Hill. Pick up by Hill. Ellis kicks to Hill. And it's sent back by Irving. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Goodwin's checked in for the Pacers.
Archie Goodwin.
Here's Turner. 8 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. And George, here we go, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Pacers trail by 4. Outside Hill. Ellis with a screen on Irving. Hill dishes to Ellis. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. Perry. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Perry. The kick out to Brown. They grab their own miss. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
Here's Turner, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Pacers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Some fantastic numbers here for Turner. He has 9 rebounds, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from it. And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Hill with it. Picked up by Brown. Hill drives in. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. A nice shot by Irving.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Here's Hill. Nice shot from the wing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Irving. 11 points in the game. Left side, Love. Off the pick. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. The pass to Ellis. 14 feet away. Here's Goodwin. Cannot hit. Good D by Love.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Snell kicks to Irving. Good. Irving's got 13.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Now here's Goodwin. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. It's back to Hill. Down low. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 3 points. Nice bucket there from George. For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Hill against Irving. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 15.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here we go.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Waiters is checked in for Indiana. Rondo comes in for Hill. Goodwin passes to Rondo. Outside, George. Turner dishes to Goodwin. Pass to George. Ball stolen. Here's Simmons. He's got 5. Here's Perry. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now let's take this chance to break out the list of the NBA's top free throw shooting teams in the regular season. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, when you have numbers like this from the line, your coach is not only satisfied, but he's confident. Sure, there are some guys whose numbers help offset the weaker shooters, but overall, this has been a solid team from the line.
Young's checked in for Archie Goodwin.
If they can continue to shoot like this from the line, they'll have a really good chance to come out on top. I mean, you get fouled, that's why they call them freebies. Knock them down.
Waiters got a piece of it. They recover it.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Pacers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. That's good from Young. And so Young nails them both.
It's a good job from the foul line here. And they'll need to continue to convert their chances in order to get back in it.
Here's Dellavedova. He dishes it to Simmons. They set the pick. Here's Snell. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept them in it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Rondo. Here's Young. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Snell, the pass to Perry. Shot no good. Excellent D there from George. The Pacers shooting 44% from the field in the second. Here's Rondo. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Rondo's got 5 points so far.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates, and when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Here is Tolliver with his first shot attempt. The Pacers pull it in. And Waiters kicks to Young. Back to Waiters. Lets it go with a three. That's good. Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Rondo. From the arc. And it's Dellavedova missing.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
He clearly had the speed advantage there, and he used it to burn the D for the sweet hoop. Nice play.
Here's Dellavedova. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Here's Simmons. He has 5. Dishes it to Snell. Clock at 4. Tolliver the pass to Snell. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Now here's Waiters. 9 points in the game so far. Outside, George. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
George having a fantastic game. He has 15 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
The Pacers making a change here. Bender's checked in. Here's Simmons. Pass to Snell. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
This is what this team is all about here. I mean, they're forcing their way inside, just bulldozing themselves into the paint area, and they're having a lot of success.
Now here's Waiters. George double teamed. Here's Rondo. The shot's good on the assist by George. And that's now 7 points for Rajon Rondo.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Here's Dellavedova. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Indiana trailing here. And Waiters kicks to Young. He feeds it to George. The dish to Waiters. They shoot again. Kept alive. There's a killer 2-handed slam.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
You know, with the entire series in the balance here, I mean, you're certainly grateful in a situation like this for instant replay. I mean, to make sure they get the call right.
And the officials working in concert with the league's replay center to make an expeditious review. No room for error in a game of this magnitude.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay.
And a pretty tightly contested game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and the energy in the building obvious. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Cavaliers, they'll be extremely motivated to come out in the second half and try to secure control, because it's no secret to anyone that the difference between a 3-1 lead in a series as opposed to being tied 2-2 is massive. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Their transition game was really strong. It really fueled them, gave them a big injection of energy into the offense. If they can maintain that fast style in the second half, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just a...
And now, let's hear it for your Pace Mates.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round one playoff matchup. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
We've got George Hill. He's out there with Ellis. Paul George is out there with Turner and Bender. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Now, here's George. Defense right on him. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. George has got 19 points.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Stolen by Ellis. To the paint. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Love outside. Feeds it to Sacre. Back to Love. He kicks it to Sacre. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. It's tipped. Left side, George. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the first one at the line is good. JaVale McGee's checked in for Turner.
2 shots.
And so Irving nails both of them. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Hill against Irving. Hill dishes to Ellis. That's good. Ellis has got 14 points for the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently not the good defender.
It's Brown with the drive. Inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's George. Love grabs the board.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And this gives us a chance to look at the point guards who had the most success from before in the regular season. Kyrie Irving, number 1.
And he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field.
And, Greg, this isn't a power forward we're talking about. I mean, this is a point guard. He's knocking down shots from 20 feet like they were layups.
Jeremy Evans checks in for Indiana. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Forrest.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Hill against Irving. And Love has it in the corner. Brown outside. Snell from outside. No good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. And it's Ellis penetrating. Hill has the open look. And he nails the jumper. Hill's got his second bucket of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Brown kicks to Sacre. Stolen away. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Ellis. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. The kick out to Brown for the 3. That's in there. Love with the assist. Brown's got 5 now.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
It's George on the wing. They get the rebound. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And he makes the first. The Pacers making a change here. Goodwin's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Irving attacking. Can't cash in from close range. Pacers leading by 3. Passes it to Goodwin. The 3. That is good. Goodwin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Shots good by Ellis. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Doris Burke has some information for us, Doris.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
You've got to do a better job of just taking care of the basketball. 4 points off of those turnovers.
And when you're behind like they are, Greg, you can't afford those kinds of mistakes and empty trips.
Kicks it to Ellis. Here's Bender. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Irving passes to Love. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Hill dishes to Ellis. Here's the floater. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outside Irving. Deflects the pass. Here's Sacre. 10 points for him. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling. They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Sacre hits them both. And here's George. He's got 21. Goodwin sets a screen for George. Hands it from downtown. George has got 24 points.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Irving kicks to Love. And he jams that one in.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Snell kicks to Sacre. Left side, Love. The kick out to Brown. 5 on the clock. 3-pointers. Snell. Pacers with the rebound.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
The three from Hill. Rebound collected by Snell.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Brown, good.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Hill up top, covered by Irving. Goes up from the top of the key. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Love outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And now just a 2-point Pacer lead. George passes to Ellis. The drive by Hill. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Sacre kicks to Snell. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Indiana. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. The feed to Sacre. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
There's a good screen. Indiana moving it around. On the wing, Ellis sees the alley-oop, and it's blocked by Brown. And there's the pass to Love. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Rondo kicks to George to stop the drought, and the layup is good. George has got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Rondo. Irving attacking, and so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. That's on Monte Ellis.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 17 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Waiters, he's checked in for Goodwin. Young is subbed in for Monte Ellis. And Waiters kicks to Rondo. There's a screen. Lots of room. And that one's good. Rondo's got 9 points. Cavaliers shooting 54% since they had a chance to talk things over at halftime. They're looking locked in out there now. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Indiana. Rondo with it. 9 points in the game so far. The kick out to Young. Good on the three-point shot. And now a 3-point Pacer lead.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Pass to Tolliver. Back to Irving. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. He dishes it to Tolliver. Lets it go from 11. Here's Perry, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Irving against Rondo. But they'll get another chance. Tries again, and that one's good. Simmons got his third basket of the night.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Shot's good by Waiters. The Cavaliers trail by 3.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Indiana's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Irving against Rondo. Dishes it to Tolliver. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana. And Young kicks to Waiters.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Pacers lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Vujacic is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And there's Anthony Tolliver. And it's Simmons in at the 3. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And the free throw, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 7. To the wing right side. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. No good from the wing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Rondo. Turner with a screen for Hill. Off the screen. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Monte Ellis. He's checked in for Rajon Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. 11 feet away. Ellis can't get it to go.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Here is Tolliver. Now Vujacic. Pass to Perry. Tries it from 9. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Now here is Hill. He's tightly guarded. Kicks it out to Ellis. The offensive rebound. This one for 3. Again missing Hill.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper.
Now here's Waiters. Down low. Turner. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Hill dishes to Ellis. It's back to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bender. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Indiana. Bender. At the line number 2.
All right now, gentlemen. 2 shots. Roof shot.
First free throw is good. The Pacers making a switch here. Goodwin's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. The Cavaliers trail by 9. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Dellavedova. He feeds it to Vujacic. Wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 7th assist in the game. Ellis outside. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Perry. They shoot again. And the layup is good. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. On the wing, Ellis. There's the triple. No good. And Cleveland the other way now.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Dellavedova from outside. And the shot is good. Now just a 2-point Indiana lead.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Stolen by Vujacic. He's all alone. Here's Simmons. He nails it. And we're tied up.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And he gets the bucket.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Nice shot by Vujacic. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
Yeah, nobody giving up any ground either way, fella.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
And a wide open look here for Ellis. Can't get it to go.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Here's the pass to Perry. The dish to Dellavedova. And the shot is long.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's Ellis on the wing. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. George is checked in for the Pacers.
Paul George.
Outside Turner, down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads. And there's Paul George on the assist by Hill. That's 28 points here for George. Cavaliers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Dellavedova. He's guarded by Hill. Out to the wing. Deep 2 from Tolliver. Almost, but it rolls out.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backboard.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Babbitt. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Ellis.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And George with the stuff.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Up top, Brown. He's guarded by Ellis. Brown the pass to Babbitt. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Outside, George feeds it to Turner. And the basket by Hill. And the Pacers lead by 3.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Kicks it to Love. Shoots from 12. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Pacers leading by 3. And George kicks to Hill. Again missing Hill. Cleveland's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Harris dishes to Love. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And here's George. Outside Hill. To the middle. Here's Bender. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. 8. Points for Kevin Love.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the Pacers call time here. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Irving's checked in for Harris. Ellis can't get it to go.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Love wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his third assist on the night. Outside, George. Turner with a screen for George. George double teamed. 11 feet away. And the rejection by Love. Offensive rebound. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Irving kicks to Love. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
To the inside, Turner makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Love kicks to Babbitt. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
And it's Hill penetrating. It's deflected.
2 minutes.
It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Hill. And it's Brown missing. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Key buckets that we know he delivers down the stretch.
Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
Irving against Hill. There's a screen. Banked in off the glass. Hill's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. The score knotted at 119. 119 left in the fourth quarter. 119 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Irving kicks to Snell. The Pacers pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's George. Can't hit. Good D by Irving.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Ellis against Brown, and it's Ellis penetrating. Good!
Boy, Monte Ellis, what an offensive force he can be.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. High post shot. Connects! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
The kick out to Hill. And that's collected by Love. And here are the Cavaliers now. Irving with it. For the win. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. Overtime just ahead. Jump ball right around the corner. And the Pacers start off with the ball. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for Indiana, they've got Paul George. Ellis is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Turner and Bender.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Moving against Rondo. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
How about Rajon Rondo in this one? He's got 11 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
The Cavaliers leading. Irving kicks to Love. Three-pointers. Snell. That ball's great assist by Love.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Lets a floater go, and it's good on the way up.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
The Cavaliers shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. That's a two from Snell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and two shots coming up. And the first one drops. And so Snell nails both of them. Pacers trail by 4. Outside Rondo. He kicks to Ellis. 13 feet away. And it's good. Ellis has got 20. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Irving passes to Love. The feed to Bennett. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Babbitt. And the Pacers with possession here. Rondo kicks to Ellis. There's the pick. Turner with a screen for Ellis. Again, Indiana.
Ellis can really turn it on at times.
Moving against Rondo. Outside Irving. Pass to Love. Paul George with the steal. To tie it up. And he lays it up and in.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Babbitt kicks to Irving. JaVale McGee's checked in for Turner. That's good from Irving. And Cleveland making a change here. Sacrae's checked in. And so Irving nails both of them.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
And George, here we go. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Brown wide open. He fires. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Timeout called the Pacers. Here's Bender. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. He's got 19.
Yeah, crucial basket there, and as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
Well, I don't doubt that they clearly recognize that, and because they do, they're going to continue to milk it.
Rondo against Irving. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, a good game tonight for Brown. He's got 13 points and 5 assists.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. So he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
McGee is screen. Ellis outside. Goes up at the stripe. The rebound by Sacre. Sacre's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Love outside. There's the 3, and that one's good. Love's got 24.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
The drive by Rondo. Some solid defense from Brown.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Really left alone that time. And now it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one up.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Shots, gentlemen. 2.
Shooting for Indiana, Monte Ellis. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Take a look at what Ellis has done so far. He's got 24 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
So it's the Pacers now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 8. 20 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed some.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast